If you're anything like me, you often scroll through the Switch eShop looking for games to play. And you may have come across Bright Memory Infinite and thought, this game looks awesome and it's only $20. But I wonder if it's worth it. Well, at the end of this review, I will be able to answer just that. So sit back, relax, and get ready to find out, what's it worth? Bright Memory Infinite is a fast-paced first-person shooter with some hack-and-slash elements that was developed by FYQD Studios and released in January of 2019. While doing some research for this game, I found that the game was developed by a single person in their spare time, which I just thought was awesome. Bright Memory's story isn't super detailed. It's really short and quite honestly forgettable. As always, I will try to refrain from any spoilers. Shelia works for an organization called SRO, and she is sent to investigate some weather anomalies. As she gets closer to the site of her investigation, there is military personnel all over the area, and a strange black hole in the sky. Shelia needs to investigate the area, find out what's going on and who's behind it. Unfortunately, the story only took me 2.5 hours to complete. The game looks okay at best on Switch. The game runs okay in docked and slightly better in handheld. There are some aliasing issues, muddy textures, bugs, and occasional pop-ins, especially with foliage. With that said, these are just minor annoyances and aren't enough to take away from the whole experience. The sound in the game is really well done. The sound of the rain and crackling thunder is awesome, the gunfire sounds great, and even the animation sounds are satisfying. Bright Memory's gameplay is a crazy good time. With some pretty solid game mechanics, the ability to dash and slide, sick guns with secondary fire abilities to really ramp up your carnage, and the ability to use a sword to block an attack, there is a lot to love about this first-person shooter. There are various different abilities Shelia has that can be upgraded. The enemies aren't the smartest AI in the world, but they can definitely mix it up with some cool weapons and abilities and armor. The boss fights are intense and exciting. Bright Memory changes up the gameplay during the story. There are times where you can just blast your way through, but then there's parts of the game where you need to be stealthy, and then parts where you drive a weaponized vehicle. Bright Memory gives a bit of everything during its playthrough. I really enjoyed playing this game. Unfortunately, there really isn't much reason to return to Bright Memory. The only reason to return is maybe to play some harder difficulties. I have to be honest, I had a blast with Bright Memory. Even with the lacking story, graphical hitches, and stutters, the gameplay still had me wanting more when the credits rolled. The only thing I really can't look past is how short the game is. I recently started the game over and am more than halfway through the game in just an hour. With that said, Bright Memory is worth $10, and it is definitely worth your time for that price. If you liked this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. See you on the next one. Thank you.